Let's fucking go! Yeah, baby! Oh, always reset the map again.
I shouldn't have unmuted this team speak, should I?
Do I have to yell that again since they restart? Yeah. Let's fucking go! Yeah, my voice hurts now. Let's fucking go,
you're gonna need to scream
boys.
it loud again. Come on, Dan.
Let's fucking go! Ready, boys. Dude, we're seeing two elite regiments at the top of their game clash in an epic 1 versus 1 deathmatch to the death. You can see they're in a hilly map. They want to take advantage of these hills to shoot and head glitch and utilize Mount & Blade's terrible system of ranged combat.
I mean, these are two very range-based regiments, so I'd imagine we're going to see a lot of that, Dan.
Two prestigious skirmishing regiments of foot, also known as skirmishers to those illiterate in the arts of the NW terminology. Oh, we can see the KKA sneaking, conniving their way onto the 66th line. What will they do? Will they touch them, do some things, grab them by the proverbial head? We do not know.
Like using the hill here. Disgusting tactic.
Disgusting indeed. The only thing in NW you're allowed to do is melee, because that is the most skill-based, quotation marks, system in this game. And they're going to go parallel to each other.
Even in the Soviet?
Oh my god, they're getting to melee right away! There goes! Pride of Knee goes down immediately because he was not paying attention.
I'm going to get 10 kills on this left flank QC.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we actually have someone playing in the match. What an interesting, interesting turn of events.
Who would have thunk it? This is a mid-game, mid-round interview. How are you feeling right now about your melee ability now that you have died?
John Price just got
2 kills. I've done well.
That is good to hear. How do you feel about your regiment right now? How do you feel about their abilities or lack thereof?
I have to say, since joining the NR57, the KKA, 10 minutes ago, this is not acceptable quality.
I feel you.
Do you foresee any issues with the leadership in the KKA after this abject performance?
By the sounds of it, by the sounds of the one known as Pride of NI, he has no eyes and no legs. This could be a problem.
Are you trying to say he is a nugget? Is that what you're into?
It seems that way. It seems that way.
Oh, I feel you. Maybe you want to join the 66th mid-match. That is also a possibility.
Oh shit! I should do that right now, shouldn't I?
I'd just like to interject here and say how incredible it was to see Pride of Knee and Salakin both go into melee at the start of the round, considering they are notoriously camping leaders. I've just never seen those two actually head towards the enemy before in my life, and after I've just seen that round, straight to melee, unexpected.
Very well said. Very well said.
Both regiments are very regular to the 85E's Light-Only Sunday event, in which they practice their shooting skills. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, then please sign up to that.
Oh, that was a big kill. Padawan, also known as their hard carry, and they've gotten within like millimeters of each other, and they're charging immediately into combat of the melee variety. Who would have thunk it? They go into melee twice within 2 rounds.
I mean, Gaz,
I'm pushing the right side, boys. I'm pushing it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Get in there.
What do you think of this?
I'm going, man. They keep running.
From the KKA, that was a respectable move from the KKA. I've never seen Pride lead that well in my 6 years playing NW, but that was some good play from him.
A lot of fantastic fire in charge, I have to say, Gaz.
Yeah, there was a lot of fire in charge there, but they are a skirmisher regiment. This is allowed in skirmisher line battles, but I don't know if any of them have noticed that this is a line battle and not a skirmisher line battle. But we'll see if the admin says anything.
Come to think of it, I don't believe there is an admin in this match, so
well, that just goes to show you there's going to be a
rules.
shit show, isn't it?
Exactly. That is fitting of both regiments right there. A shit show is what both of them are.
I think the 66th has certainly been looking towards Salakin and Fluffy Parrots to certainly carry them in this 1v1, but both of them, unfortunately, do not seem to be able to carry their weight.
That is a good point here. One big man sitting in the spectator is recruit Leon. He was specifically drafted for his meleeing ability. He's been in the academy system for about
Well, it is an
15 and
interesting
one half
decision to
years
stay
now.
in spec, Dan. It really is.
It is. Maybe it's some sort of mind game strat. Everyone knows Leon's potential. Golden goes down first. The piece of shit that he is.
Back to Leon, though, I definitely think they will be substituting him in halfway through to the round because he has got a very little stamina, but he's a high impact player. So they'll probably wait for everyone else to tire themselves out of it, and then they'll pull him in.
Dear.
I think much
Oh.
like
Officer,
yourself
speech
in
off.
that regard.
Oh dear.
Officer aim.
Is
Oh,
it-
Yoshi. That's a fucking NA in here. The NA is carrying the EUs, which shows NA is about 11.25% better than EU.
I mean, that's not even
That's
discussable
just false.
anymore. NA is without a doubt the best community, guys.
Exactly. Who would have thunk it? NA would overtake EU in their later years. And now we have Olaf going down. He is a impact player, but he could not impact his death enough. Oh, we have it nearly even, 11-10 in favor of the KKA. Will they be able to wave the enemy? Oh, they've
I
gained
think
back
you
a
just need
few
to watch
kills.
Fluffy Parrots. What an absolute melee legend.
KK have the high ground here, and it looks like they're definitely going to be using that to their advantage.
Oh, we are seeing a lot of luck-based combat here. Gaz, what do you feel about this luck-based combat?
Oh, it's pretty obvious. I've been saying this for years now, but melee in NW is completely luck-based. It's a complete roll of the dice. You just never know who's going to win, because it's just luck-based. Blocking
Very,
skill has
very
nothing to do with it.
controversial opinion.
Bit controversial, but correct, I'm afraid, yeah.
You know, Evolution as at one point was controversial as well, and now it's recently discovered that it was indeed false. So
But you
We'll
should be
have to
seeing in the melee in this game, but it's going to be, you could go either way, proving that doesn't matter what the players are, it's completely skill luck-based.
exactly, one player advantage for the KKA. Will they be able to throw it even further? No, it looks like they're
I don't
doing
see
really
the
well.
66 losing this round with Fluffy still alive. I mean, I do feel that that is an impossible task, considering Fluffy's immense
Oh.
melee skill.
And
Oh.
Fluffy
Good use of
somehow
also block right
was
there.
able to lose it for them.
Very
feel like-
interesting, though.
Since you bring up Autoblock, I think we should discuss the 66 problem of all of their members downloading Autoblock and using it.
Also
So-
known as they do not take PEDs because they're a good Catholic regiment who believe in fair gamesmanship.
Wait, what?
That's the secret.
Exactly.
That is-
They want to know-
Has just supplied would suggest anything but that.
Are they taking the PEDs? No, they're using performance enhancing devices. There's a difference here.
Mm.
I'm sorry, Dan, but you've just completely lost it.
Sometimes you have to lose it to gain it. You feel me?
I
They're
feel you.
closing on each other. It appears they do not want to get into another shooting battle. The KKA are trying
I certainly
to.
feel like this rock ahead of the KK could be used as perhaps a shooting aid.
It could be a device used to enhance their performance, a PED.
I mean, John Price, what is your opinion thus far?
I have to say that is a very large rock, and I feel like the KK should be using it to their advantage right now, and it looks like they are going to.
Oh,
How do you
Are they
feel
going to
about your
attempt to
leader
climb the
at the
rock?
moment? I just want to get a few words in here. How do you feel about your leader?
Oh,
Is
one
he a piece of
climbing,
shit?
two is
Like,
climbing.
there are some individuals climbing the rock. This could provide a couple of.
Will they jump?
oh, will they jump?
Decent
Will they
shot.
end their lives? Oh, and a shot!
That's
Admins,
fire
where
out.
are you? Oh, and he takes damage. Piece of
Oh.
shit that he is. He took damage as well. It's okay.
That is very poor sportsmanship there. That is not in the rulebook.
No, it is not. Fluffy killing people with a musket. That is not allowed in 1v1 rules.
Mm.
And Pride of Knee has got his men to reload. He knows that he needs bullets to win because he lacks melee ability himself. And we're just going to keep engaging. Oh, they're charging! Controversial choice! And he gets one stab. We'll get another. John Price, how are you
KK
feeling right now?
too, though. I have to say, this guy's going for me, but I'm not going to let him kill me.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. We want our John Price, our live
I'm not gonna
reporter
lie,
on the
there is a
field.
lot of enemies, and I have
And
been
John
taking
Price goes down. He just could not withstand the brunt of the KKA attack, also known as the 66. I can spell and I can read.
I do feel as though Salakin should be swapped out for Leon. Leon really needs to be shown his prowess in this match.
his true potential. Yes.
His time in the academy.
Being the best leader in NW, I can safely say that Leon was probably the next person that comes close to my ability and prowess when it comes to the mastery of leadership in this game. So it's just it's amazing to me that he's still on the bench.
Amen, Gaz. Amen.
Yeah.
It is truly amazing that they would be willing to spend so much of their salary cap on a player that is still on the bench. Everyone knows
45 grand a week, I do believe.
If
I mean, is he being disciplined?
Oh, he may be disciplined. He may be getting a wage reduction due to his former actions. It could also be that Solakini has been threatened by his skills and abilities that he's just keeping him on the bench.
I do think a coup of the regiment could be a threat here from Leon.
It could be Leon.
Apparently, he is away from keyboard.
Auto.
I see.
That could be the case.
Well, I'm
Maybe
sure that's just a cover-up. I don't see how
Hmm.
how Leon would be going away from keyboard at such a crucial time.
that is
Good
a
shot
good
from
point.
Saf taking down the Frenchman.
Yeah, that Frenchie piece of shit, isn't he? We're gonna see them.
I don't like to pass comment on the players that I'm spectating.
That's a good point. Good point. Oh, the KKA getting taken out by the 66th.
Oh, some bad clumping there from the KK. That shouldn't be happening for the
I
regiment
mean,
of
that's
this
just
caliber.
skirmisher shooting there from the 66.
Yeah,
Just
you are
classic.
right. And the KKA getting into combat immediately within the melee range. Oh my goodness. The 66 know their way around the musket. One man behind enemy lines. Jason Bond.
66 using the trees to help them in
Oh.
melee.
John Price going down immediately. It seems his live reporting
And
has
it
been
worked.
stunned.
I did not see that man coming through that tree, Cotton.
Oh, that's a good point. Good point. We're seeing trading back and forth. The KKA has the slight advantage. The 66 want to claw their way back like a bear out of a crevasse.
I mean, you got to ask the question: was this map chosen for the trees and the obstructing nature of the trees?
It appears the KKA have hired a medium to see their future. And the 66 have finally gone down. It appears the KKA have the advantage going into half, 3-2. What do you guys think about the chances of the 66 coming back in this game?
As I said, it was just if they're just going to do melee for the rest of the competition, it's just going to be a roll of the dice. There's no way to predict it, but my money is probably going to be on the 66, though. I have a good feeling because Pride of Knee is probably one of the worst leaders I've ever seen in NW, and I hope they do pull on Leon eventually if he gets back to keyboard.
No, that he is really going to be quite the crucial player in the next coming rounds.
Is Leon going to come back to keyboard? That is the question.
That is the question.
Certainly want to ask Price about what his experience has been in the first five rounds.
How do you feel about your leader as a whole right now?
I have to say he has been showing his incapability of leading today, unfortunately. We are down by 1 round. Actually, no, I can count. We are up by 1 round. Never mind.
I may have to call on Pride of Meat for a mid-match interview if he is so willing, but we will have to wait it out. I don't actually know if he knows that we are recording, but
No, in fact, none of them know that we were recording.
Very good
at
then.
this moment, just
That-
to ensure that we could record.
that is a good point here. We don't want to get ourselves thrown out of here. Flamus is the
Ooh.
end leader of the KKA line. Big man that he is.
I don't know how I feel about this, Dan.
Oh, they're going on the tactical low ground right here. It looks like they want to headbutt the bullets back because that will be at the proper level for them. They have very thick skulls here, so that may be the strat of the
It also is
century.
a lot more difficult to shoot downhill than it is uphill.
That is a good point.
Due to the NW mechanics that are on show here today.
That is a good point. As we know, NW involves 3 things. Left clicking, right clicking, and praying to whatever god you believe in.
Oh, I think they are aiming a
There's
bit
a lot of
too
wasted shots there.
low here.
A lot of wasted shots.
Yeah, the bullet drop will definitely take effect at that range.
Mm.
Oh, look at the 66 getting knocked down is Frowla.
I mean, 66 should be able to take this back in the shooting. Oh, no, they did
know,
not
in
reverse.
Oh, into melee
Okay,
immediately.
cool.
That was a fire onto charge.
That's fire in charge.
I think there's
Quite
going to be a
fluffy
slay
right
from
there.
the admin.
Admin, do we have to call upon him? Admin! It doesn't sound like he's home. Oh, look at the KKA slicing and dicing their way through the 66 lines. Oh my goodness, it turns out the KKA have bought a few valuable melee players. They bought them on the short sale as mercs, but the 66 are not giving up just yet. They're clawing their way back. They're clawing their way back just like Liverpool in Milan in 2005. Oh my goodness, the 66th are just
Oh my.
tremendous in the melees, but they're getting taken out. John Price with a kill. He is just the greatest, isn't he?
KK massive underdogs for this match.
2 more in my sights.
Oh, 2 more. That's quite a bit. It looks like a teammate is also in his sights. But there we go. 1v10. Can Arius pull it out? But he turns out he cannot. I'm getting a little lightheaded right now. I have not slept for a few days, but we shall soldier on.
I mean, let's talk about the regiments themselves. Both regiments being skirmisher regiments at heart. KK quite new onto the scene, only been formed 2 months ago.
KK, not an artillery regiment.
Surprisingly
I
not with
believe
their
they do have an
inaccuracy.
I hear
artillery
they do
detachment.
both, Gaz.
Okay. I was
Very
under the
interesting.
impression that they were just an artillery regiment. The skirmisher is news to me.
Very interesting that they have both chosen to do a 1v1.
Yes, and
That's-
line. In lines as well. I was expecting artillery 1v1 when you invited me on here.
That would have been
Do
better
apologise.
in terms of skillful
We
performances.
probably could have seen some actual decent performances then.
Oh, we're
We're going
moving
with the
towards each
advanced,
other.
right?
But it feels
Just
like they have.
sensational leading there from Pride.
It just looks like
Mm.
he's stalking his enemy. He is an elephant going to kill a baby human, it looks like. In weight, in girth, in height. Oh, they're lining up the KKA, looking down their sights, spying the enemy in the 66th.
I mean, Baggins there, reloading out a line.
Yeah,
KK lost a lot of reloads there.
Oh, KK are clumping. This could be bad.
it doesn't look like they got that non-clump version of the kitty litter. They're using the clumping version.
Here goes
They
the
probably
melee.
should have moved there, but
17 on 16. It could go any way.
Yeah, it's only our on-site reporter, Price, can make
I
a
mean,
move
Price,
here.
how's it looking down there,
66
Price?
are gonna win this.
I have to say, my teammates will not get out of the way and let me get any kills. Whoa, he goes for me.
Oh,
Nice.
and he
Double
gets
entry
the
for him.
TK. He took out the annoying teammate, it looks
Helping
like.
the 66 here.
Interesting melee here.
It looks like
KK just killing more of themselves than they are the 66.
oh, look at this melee ability shown by both sides.
I'm being called on Steam. This is not good.
The KKA are pulling it back 2v5. Will we be able to see a big clutch here? Oh, John Price goes down 1v5. This is the clutch of the century if he will be able to pull it off. It is the leadership,
John
the
Price
ability.
does have a history of choking in those moments.
It is
As,
true.
I'm sure we're all aware of the 1v10.
Yeah, but 1v10 has got a fond memory in my heart.
It is the fondest. Blackbeard bringing it down to a 1v2, and he cannot close it because he is choking like a porn star in a fetish video.
Yeah, throw it for X, just
That whole
taking out
melee,
two of his
I
teammates.
was...
Just so they get out the way.
I do not actually know the score now. It seems like it is 4-3, though. I do not know which favor it is in.
4-3 in favor of the KK.
Oh, that is a shame. But sometimes things occur out of our
Both
grasp.
leaders at the bottom of their respective leaderboards. I mean,
Remember, you cannot
You should
carry
be
from the
leading by
top.
True.
You have to carry from the bottom. If you're carrying from the top, you're a crane, not a human being.
Throw Up the X has been dropped for his performance in that last round. What do you think of that, GI?
well, Throat the X is a very, very good melee player. I do not see why Throat the X and Leon respect, whilst such members as as Salakin, Fluffy, and Yanni are in currently playing.
Was it a mistake that the KKA were so quick to go into the melee? They're down 3 players here. They're down 2 now. Pulling back 1 are the KKA. Pulling back another. Oh, this isn't anyone's game right here. The KKA getting TKs, getting kills, getting frags, whatever you want to call them. Oh, and the 60...
Jojo saying, "Stop camping that hill during melee, you fucking faggots."
That is not a
Which is
very
quite
nice word that we
interesting,
like to use in America because it induces hate crimes. But here in Europe, hate
interesting
crimes
choice of
are
words there.
encouraged.
Yeah, especially the 66th Regiment are a Middle Eastern European regiment, so they're backwards countries, probably haven't heard of progressivism yet, and they're still sort of living in their mud huts, but...
Probably. They probably own at least 11 explosive devices because they still believe they will be protected. And they're advancing
Leon's still
towards
spent. I
each
mean, this is
other
just-
again. Who is going to win? It is 4-4, also known as a tie. Our on-site reporter, Price, how do you feel about the leadership of the last round?
I have to say, poor leadership from the KKA there to go into melee down by so many. I'm not sure. We'll see what the next few rounds bring up.
Oh,
Specifically the next 2 rounds.
Thor has gone down. Earl's J and
Leadership
Barristan.
of the KKA is falling here.
Oh, but they're clumped. Will they be able to take advantage? 2 kills, says sorta, kinda, not really. Shooting uphill using NW's
Nike.
broken melee system. It is turning out to work.
Tactical Overground wins every time, I'm telling you.
It is true. Oh, but those are a big few kills. And that was an FOL.
Oh, that's
But the
fine.
admin will not
Jesus.
state anything because he is not here.
Well, I think the referee is a secret KKA supporter, so I think we might have...
I mean, I just think that perhaps Fluffy thinks he's untouchable because of his melee ability. Like,
That could be the case. He does not yet know how to chamber bullets. And finally, an admin has come on and stated that FIC is in fact enforced because it was against his regiment.
truly nail-biting 1v1, coming down to the last round to decide who will win.
The KKA are getting dicked on, but they have pulled back the few kills. Will they be able to clutch it?
Yeah, the 66th proving that this really is an Austrian-based sided map, and Austria do get the advantage.
That is a good point here. The KKA are at the one-man disadvantage, also known as only having one man. This is 6v1. He is running away because he is
He
terrified.
could climb the hill there. He
He
could.
could. He will.
He's doing it.
Padawan,
Oh, no.
he's a
What an
fucking
interesting-
He
legend.
has the high ground. There's nothing they can do now.
Oh, look
I
at
mean,
this.
this
Will
is-
he
That's fire
utilize it?
charge.
This is game over for the 66.
It
I
looks...
don't think there's any way that this can...
Oh, Padawan has given up. Will he take the fist fight? He will not. He'll go back to his musket, utilizing his strong-ass forearms to deliver devastating blows.
I'm just on the edge of my seat right now. This is...
Oh, Padawan falls off, and he dies because of it! Oh my goodness, Padawan has clutched
I don't
nothing
think we've
in
ever
his
seen something
career.
like this before.
It is
I mean, what are
now
the rules?
5-1 for the KKA, I think. My headache is growing more intense the more I yell, so I shall keep doing it because I am a masochist. Both regiments approaching themselves because they are not bitches in this, surprisingly. Oh, these 66, are they wondering, how did we go wrong so far, and what can we do to improve? John Price, what do you think of that last round?
I have to say, the fire and charge was really what caused the loss for the KK there. I think they had some impeccable leading.
I do agree.
Out.
It seems like only one man in your regiment is pulling the weight, and that is
I mean,
you,
it
John
appears-
Price.
It appears that Gaz has something to say on that impeccable leading.
The impeccable leading from Pride of Me have just... that's yet to be seen, in my opinion.
Oh, you are correct in that assessment.
There
He
is,
has been lucky as
I would-
fuck, like everything else in this game.
yeah,
Very
the evidence-
interesting.
There's also plenty of evidence of Pride of Me's leading on YouTube's, which anyone can go. Just Google Saints and White versus KK and you'll see Pride of Knee being outclassed at every turn by superior melee fighters, and it's
It just
quite
makes
disgraceful.
Probably a sad state of affairs, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, losing to the Saints NY is one of the most saddest things that any regiment can inflict upon themselves and the whole of the NW community.
And the KKA get into melee immediately. Even infantry count to both regiments. The KKA seem to have taken an early lead. John Price is pulling his weight, killing the degenerates in the KKA.
Still second on the scoreboard.
That's all that matters, doesn't it? Killing degenerates being
Of
second.
course.
It's not the individual scores prize, it's the team score.
Exactly. You're seeing utter brilliance from John Price getting a kill. Zappy getting a kill. There's also a Yoshi Pai who is NA. I don't know where he has gone, but he's also shit at this game, so it's okay.
Yeah. I think that 66 had to eco this round, so they're struggling to perform here against the full buy of the KKA.
I have no clue what the score is currently.
They have lots of performance issues in the bedroom,
5-5.
in the game, everything. 66 are clawing it back. Tooth and nail fighting. The incapabilities of the KKA are showing themselves. It is now 3-6 in favor of the KKA. 66 are still clawing their way back. 2-4. Will the KKA throw it? 4-1. Oh, they're beating him to death like they're beating a small child. 3-1.
Much experience in beating small children, Dan?
Lots of experience. I have murdered at least 3 1/4 children.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
The things you get away with in America.
Exactly. America's the freest country on earth. It's good to hear about our freedom sometimes. Will he clutch it? Will the KKA fail again in their endeavors? It's a 1v1! Padawan, the biggest man on earth,
Erebos has this.
and he fucking loses! The 66 show that they're fucking garbage again! Thankfully, it is over. Final thoughts on this match?
I mean, that was close. Could have gone either way.
Does anyone know the final score?
What was the final score? That is a
5-5.
great question.
5-5.
5-5. It was a draw. It shows that both regiments are equally shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd also like to take this time to promote my book that I've written for any would-be leaders in the NW community. If you want to lead like myself, please pick up Luck-Based Melee and Shooting at the High Ground. It's $4.99 per issue, and I'll even sign it for an extra £5.
There we go. Buy his book. And all we can say is signing off here. John Price is fucking garbage.